This is a chat full of temp Regans, by the way.
Yeah, baby!
You're temp Regan. Yeah, exactly, yeah. By the way, I don't have a sister, and if I did, I would not sleep with her, so Sanister is a fun joke, but that's about the extent of it. Just so you know.
For half a
Game of
second,
Bones?
I forgot about the Sanister thing, and I was thinking, why the hell is he talking about sleeping with his sister? What the hell is this descended into? Oh, wait, yeah, Game of Thrones.
Right. Just friends.
Anyway, so yeah, no, but just FYI, just to bring everyone up to speed. A second ago, there was going to be a quiz, probably 26 minutes ago now, if I'm keeping track. And the plan was that it was going to be Sebastian against Regan in a like Navras-style Matrix Revolutions fight to the death. And that fell apart because Regan is currently at all times like in the middle of a heist trying to move from one place to another. I don't know what Regan's thing is, but I said, Owen, don't worry about it, man. I'll be your Alan Davis. Let me do it. Let me do it. And then, unrelated to the fact that I told Owen that in good faith, I forgot that I told Owen that and took a bath. And I was in the bath.
I think the quote was, "I'm sitting here all day. Just give me a call whenever you're ready."
Yeah. Yes. No. The joke is there isn't a good reason for me to have been this stupid. So this is what's happened. But I was in the bath reading fucking Star Wars: The Looming Force, which is a fantastic book. I highly recommend it. And all of a sudden I'm like sitting there like in my, again, this is canon, swim trunks, just sitting there like in a Skype call, like bonk ba donk, ta-da-ta-da-da. It's like, hey, look, it's a guy in France and a guy in England, and they both have clothes on and want me to do a talk show right now. I'm in a bathtub wearing swim trunks. And give me 10 minutes. This brings us to the present.
What those 10 minutes were, my God.
Telling Chloe, can you I had to tell Chloe, like, can you stop listening to the thing that you're listening to because that'll come through in the audio? And she's like, that's fine. I was done anyway. I was wasting too much time procrastinating, so that's all fine. But basically, it's like, I'm supposed to be online answering trivia questions for Owen right now, and instead, I am dripping. So I'm going to do that. And she's like, you're an idiot. And I'm like, yes, I'm a big idiot.
And what better way to show how big of an idiot you are than by answering some trivia questions. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Quiz in Your Quarantine. One will rise, one will fall, but who will be crowned the king of quarantine? Last time we saw Bota narrowly claim victory over Shadow Duelist, but who will be the victor today? I'm your host, Owen Ward, and today's contestants are Saniss and returning for another round, Teague. How are you guys doing?
Hey, well,
just
dry.
Well, dripping. And Saniss, exceedingly not dripping.
Sorry, mixed up my languages again.
I've got heart, I've got headphones, and I've got sweatpants. Let's do this.
So, Teague, last time you were on the show, you won. Do you think you can claim victory once more?
The first time I was on this show, Martin was beating the shit out of me, and then I won randomly.
Whoa. It was not random whatsoever. You have knowledge of Star Wars pod races, do you not? Is that not earned knowledge? It
is earned, and I did do that work. In fact, you're right. I did deserve to win. Eat shit, Martin! So yeah, I don't know. Saniss? I think, lightsaber at the ready. Let's do this, motherfucker. Let's go.
Okay, let's do it. So round one is a general knowledge, general trivia round of multiple choice.
I got a bullshit guitar.
Awesome!
I've got a sticker box. You're not winning this.
Let's do this.
Haha, this is fucking stupid.
Let's do it. Let's start with it.
I have one question, Mr. Ward. Mr. Ward,
go for it.
When this was planned for Regan and Saniss, was that a different set of questions than I'm going to get, or the same set of questions that I'm going to get?
It is the same set of questions.
Okay.
Apart from one, I changed one because I thought it may be too European, so I changed it.
It was about Newcastle, wasn't it?
I am not very European.
So now let's see.
By the way, if you want to call me Regan, that's fine. This could be a game where it's like, this is Regan.
No,
I'm
you're
just Regan's
Regan.
avatar.
You're Regan.
Ha ha! Look at me.
You're
I'm Regan. This is me. Oh god! And just saying like racist shit. Whatever.
Right, so let's do this. Round 1, general knowledge, general trivia. Each question is multiple choice, and each correct answer will get you 1 point. Saniss, seeing as you've not been on before, you can go first. In the year 2000, what was the world's most popular instant messenger service? Is it A,
2000.
AOL Instant Messenger? Is it B, ICQ? Is it C, QQ? Or is it D, MSN Messenger?
Okay,
I have
so
a guess.
To me, it's obviously between AOL and MSN because I don't even know the other two.
Right.
But it's one of those questions that seem too obvious to be true. But I'm still gonna go with my instinct, and I'm gonna say AOL.
Me too.
So you're going for AOL Instant Messenger. You're locking that in.
Oh, yeah. The Tom Pragan agrees with me, so okay. Yeah, AOL.
Unfortunately, the correct answer is QQ. QQ is a Chinese instant messenger service, as well as now a social network, general online hub for basically everything in China. It's still a major player in China and is the 4th most popular instant messenger today.
You know what has happened here? We have made the white guy mistake.
Yes, you have.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's going to happen quite a few more times tonight, I'm sure.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
White mistakes.
Rename this quiz White Guy Mistakes. Teague, your first question.
Can we rename Western civilization White Guy Mistake?
Teague, your first question. What is the correct name for your big toe? Is it A, the phalange? Is it B, the hallux? Is it C, the digitus? Or is it D, the pollicle?
Digitus.
You're going for digitus. You're locking that in?
Well, phalange is just one other type of bones in your foot. What was the second one?
Hallux.
Hallux.
Don't know what that is, so it could be that. And what was the last one?
D was pollicle.
Pollicle. Yeah, I'm sticking with C. Final answer.
You're sticking with C, digitus. The correct answer is B, hallux, meaning great or big toe. And although it's called the big toe, it is not necessarily the longest toe on your foot. The second toe is actually a lot longer on people with a certain gene. I am one of those people.
My friend and yours, our friend and thine, Boater, sent me a book. Lo, this Corona moment, because his bookstore was closing, and I was like, send me some books, and Abby got some books, and we all got books. And he sent me Bill Bryson's The Body, which I have been reading in the tub when not reading The Living Force or doing quiz in your quarantine. And in The Body, I just learned the following interesting fact, similar to the point you just made, which is the 5 fingers. If the dictionary itself like washes its hand of the question, is the thumb a finger? Like, well, let's walk through this. What do we call them? This is the. Is this a finger? No. Okay, it's a thumb. Sure. All right. Well, hold on. Well, this is the middle finger, right? Well, then what's right? So it's like, so what do scientists call these fingers? And in English, it would be thumb, index, long, ring, little. FYI.
It is indeed the longest finger.
Owen Ward / Stephen Fry person. I would like to know if that gets me any points.
In QI, it would.
You rascal.
This ain't QI, so no. I'm sorry.
But you do want to give me points and you just can't, right?
I would love to give you points, but the point demons will not let me. I'm so sorry.
Did he get Saniss get the last question right?
Both of you are on 0 points.
Okay, so no one gets any points. Okay, go on.
No one gets any points. Although
I
Saniss,
probably would have guessed.
Saniss, you may get this one. You may not. It's a quiz. Who knows? Your second question The first supposed alien abduction was of an American couple by which name? Is it
Oh,
A,
God.
Betty and Barney Hill, B, Fred and Wilma Hill, C, Marge and Homer Hill, or D, Peter and Lois Hill?
Whoa.
Wow. And that's the second question.
But one of those is correct. Is the point?
One of those is correct.
Can you?
I have a 25% chance of getting it right. So,
What
I
did you
used to
say,
know that
Teague?
because okay.
I don't care. Not my question.
Okay.
Go on, Saniss.
Can you tell the answers again?
It is A, Betty and Barney Hill, B, Fred and Wilma Hill, C, Marge and Homer Hill, or D, Peter and Lois Hill?
Okay.
Damn. Good question, Owen. Well done.
So
Yeah.
basically,
Wow.
they share the name with an animated couple. Which one?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with. C.
You're going for
Just a hunch.
C, Marge and Homer Hill. You're locking that in.
Well, why not?
The correct answer is A, Betty and Barney Hill. The abduction of Betty and Barney Hill is widely regarded in UFO circles to be the first documented case of alien abduction. No relation to Betty and Barney Rubble from the Flintstones. Teague.
I saw a play about that. I was talking about that, but that was 6 years ago. I forgot.
Oh, really?
My God, it was called the Exo Conference. It was by a French director who was making a big show about how let's settle the question of alien life. It was very good. And it basically ended by, well, you know what you could just do is just go out once or twice whenever you can and just look at the sky, and that's about it. It's cool, right? And I kind of like that, as an astronomy.
For those playing along at home, the point is, Homeboy knows space, and I'm just here.
He may know space, but does he know the aliens? Do you know the aliens, Saniss?
Yeah, the aliens.
Where are the Greys from? Tell us. This isn't for the quiz.
Russia.
We just want to know. You know the answers.
Where
Where are you hiding the Greys?
I'd love to tell you, but I just can't.
Damn it!
I'm not supposed to.
Dude, we got you here for what? Okay.
Right,
you
Teague,
just behave
your
yourself
next
and we'll see.
question.
Yes.
Teague, how much is an Oscar statue worth? Is it A, $1, B, $10, C, $100, or D, $1,000?
So this is a weird question, because obviously, if you were to go on eBay and try to get like Marlon Brando's Oscar, that would cost infinite question mark $ something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this must mean that the Academy has evaluated this as like a line item, and it's a fun fact that we can find out that they treat it as if it has a value. And the options are $1, $10, $100, and $1,000.
They are the options, yes.
$1.
You go for $1. You're locking that in?
Look, I don't like any of the answers, and so when in doubt, lean into the one that makes you the most uncomfortable. Final answer.
The official regulations state that winners cannot sell their Oscar without first offering to sell it back to the Academy for $1, which makes each one worth a mere $1. Teague, you have a point.
Motherfucker.
Oh, strategy.
This is great. Oh, Jesus.
See, you got to take those
I would not
risky
have
ones.
said that.
Take the risky ones. Especially in my quizzes. Take them risky answers.
Oh, where's Mark?
$1 would have been my answer. $1 would have been my answer if I went in with my mindset being, well, since I'm probably gonna go with a wrong answer, I might just as well make sure it's a damn wrong answer. But turns out, wow, good one.
Interesting. By the way, when I lived at Cahuenga Labs, the apartment 3 apartments ago, but the one from like all the house parties and the movie parties and all that shit, right down the street from there. That apartment is at roughly the intersection of Magnolia and Cahuenga in North Hollywood, California. At the intersection of Magnolia and Lankershim, which is just a couple blocks down the street, incidentally, parentheses, that is in the opening moments of Erin Brockovich when she gets totaled in a car accident. The first thing that happens is her car gets hit. That's happening at the same intersection that we were talking about now, in parentheses. At that place, 2 blocks away from where I used to live, is the big pink, I think now white, building, which houses the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. And in the plaza is a big Emmy statue with water coming out of it, and that's where the Emmys are. 2 blocks away from Cahuenga Labs is the headquarters of the Emmys. End of stupid bullshit rant. I won. City's lost. I'm the best. He's the worst. It's clear. We can stop now.
It's always easy when you live in the Los Angeles area, because I cannot say the same thing about my little countryside village next to Montpellier in France.
Right.
Well,
not yet anyway.
It's like yeah, right.
If I'm like super famous one day, but.
Teague's over there living in the noted beautiful wilderness of Hollywood, while Homeboy's hanging out in noted desert Montpellier, France. Like, come on. Yeah, it sucks there, huh? Dude, well, whatever. We're all in apartments now anyway, so what else?
Yeah. Well, Saniss, I think as a Frenchman, you might be able to get this next question, as it's all about American presidents. So no, it's not suited to being French whatsoever. How are you with your American presidents, Saniss?
I'm very curious.
I'm pretty sure I know about the current one because he's the dumbest in the history of all presidents.
Correct.
No, I know a few ones, but don't ask me for dates or historical events.
You know the first one and the most previous one before Trump, right?
Sorry?
You know the first American president and the previous American president, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
that's good enough.
Yeah. So yeah, that's everything else. It's Taft. Who cares about fucking Taft?
So your question is, who is the shortest serving American president? Is it A, John F. Kennedy, B, Donald Trump, C, Gerald Ford, or D, William Henry Harrison?
Okay, so it's going to be one of the 2 I don't know shit about. So Trump
shortest serving.
Trump as of this day is what you mean.
It would be, yeah, Trump as of today.
Yeah. I have no idea, because I don't even know if Kennedy was the president for longer than Trump currently has been. It's probably one of the other 2, because I don't know much about them. And Martin knows. But, I mean, it's one of your colonies, of course, you know. But
God damn it!
The American one laughs. No, but I have absolutely no idea. So I'm gonna go like, I'm not gonna be that guy who always goes with the same answer. Like, it's gonna be C, it's gonna be C, it's gonna be C. But I'm gonna go with C, because what the hell?
I have no idea. You're going for
C?
Sure. Gerald Ford.
What is Gerald Ford?
Yeah.
The correct answer.
I don't even know that guy.
Was D.
Oh, that's D. No. William Henry Harrison.
30 days.
I have 31 days. I don't know. I will trust the American with this one. Died 31 days into his term. Exactly. He was elected president, he got pneumonia, and he died. I only know him from a Simpsons episode.
Yeah.
That is really the extent of my knowledge.
We have a second related President Harrison. There's William Henry Harrison and Benjamin Harrison. And I forget which one was which and all that shit, because while I did used to know all of this stuff, I am only human and mostly still remember Star Wars.
Yeah, are those like the presidents you don't remember a lot because they haven't done anything remotely important, or
Millard Fillmore. I'll wait. No, not really.
Yeah, sure.
These aren't cards, but whatever.
Right.
Right.
So, Saniss got the question on American presidents. Teague, you have a space question.
I was hoping you'd go for a French president question. That would have made
I'm
so much
sorry.
sense.
Your
I
question
know
is...
that Macron is like perfect.
He's a shithead.
Brilliant.
Do go on.
So, Teague, your question is, NASA's first manned spaceflight program was named after which Greek god? Is
Mercury.
it A? Yeah, there you go. I don't even get to
Mercury,
say the question.
Gemini, Apollo. Then there was the
Yeah.
space shuttle. Mir was up there at some point along that. Skylab was in the same sort of zone. Followed by, in the 90s, we've got Soyuz starts becoming basically all we ever did ever again. And I hand it over to Saniss, who actually knows what he is talking about. ... Bye.
I don't know. I probably don't even know that much because, yeah.
The options
Mercury.
were going to be Apollo, Mercury, Saturn, and Artemis, but no, went straight in. Mercury. Teague, you get the points. You're on 2 points. Saniss, you are on 0.
Space shit is more Sebastian's than mine. However, no offense, France. America and France go way back. But space shit is America as fuck, and Teague knows America. So...
after studying quite a bit of space, it's more Russia than America.
Well, okay.
They just one at the correct time.
Okay. No, you're not wrong. And
same
also,
as World War II, excuse me.
No, if you want to start this shit about, like, if America versus Russia, I can play that game for days, and it's fucking continental. Now it's fun. But, yeah. Broadly speaking, point Saniss.
Well, you still did. You did good. You did good. You're a good boy. Okay.
Well,
America, you're a good boy.
Okay,
I
Saniss,
have had exactly one conversation with Brian Finifter since the end of Down in Front. At the beginning of that conversation, I said, I learned a fact about space. I want to know if you know it. What is the name of the first object that human animals put on the moon? Some object we sent got there before, like, the fucking space mission shit. Like, what was the first one that landed there? Thud. What landed on the moon first? Saniss?
Launch actually purposely done by humans or no?
Yes. The first time we landed anything on the moon, it was called what?
It could have been the laser.
Luna?
No,
2. It was a Russian thingy, I think.
Oh yeah, Luna. Oh yeah.
Luna.
Now that you mention it,
first
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And then, like, I think one of the last things we left up there was those retroreflectors. So you can now, like, we can just measure how far the moon is because it reflects back.
Yeah,
like, that last Apollo 17 shit. They're like putting, like, fuzzy dice and just, like, whatever kind of fun shit they wanted to leave up there. It's like they thought we were going to come back. It's been 50 fucking years. It's fine.
Yeah,
we're like 2 years away. Like 2 years away now. We're gonna go pick up some, like, old bags of shit.
It's kind of in the works to go back to the moon because I was watching live with Thomas Pesquet, the French astronaut who was on the ISS like 2 years ago. Oh, last year. I don't know. He's going back to the ISS, and he could be a good contender to be.
He's going on the ISS and he's taking it to the moon.
He actually.
He's going to hijack the space station.
He's a
goes.
saxophone player. He's a saxophone player, and he brought his saxophone with him on the ISS. Well, not exactly with him, because you can only bring 1 kilogram of personal luggage with you.
Right.
It has to come either before or after you go to the ISS with another launch. But so he had to leave without it. And then a few weeks after that, NASA asked him, do you kind of like want your sex back on Earth? And he was like, yeah, just keep it a bit again on the ISS, just in case. And like a few weeks after that, he was selected to be to go back. So he was like, "Yeah, just leave it there."
They
Just gonna grab
totally
it.
picked him just because they knew his saxophone was up there. Totally. That is the only reason.
Might have been, yeah, but he's a good guy. Wow, he's a great guy.
Speaking of great
And
guys, Saniss, are you ready for your next question?
Oh, me? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. In 2002, the BBC carried out a survey known as the Big Read to find the nation's best loved novel. What came in first place? Was it A, Pride and Prejudice, B, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, C, 1984, or D, The Lord of the Rings?
God damn, Owen. Very good question, dude. That's awesome. That's a really good question.
Wow. Because you begin with Pride and Prejudice, and you're like, yeah, of course, because it must have been the most loved one, like, for centuries. Right. But then, this is like 2002, so you go with Hitchhiker's Guide. Yeah, I mean, I know which one I would pick if you were talking about Martin, but just one English man, but I have no idea. I want to say Pride and Prejudice, but I don't know. I don't know how it fares nowadays. I know it's still very, very popular, but more so than H2G2 or Lord of the Rings, and I don't think it's 1984. But
what is the country in question?
My
England,
country,
right?
Yeah, Britain,
England.
Yeah,
okay.
UK. Yeah, and I mean, wow, very difficult choice. My hunch tells me Pride and Prejudice, but H2G2. Wow. I know some people in the chat know that. I'm not even going to look at the chat, but I just know I'm looking at you, Mr. Legend. Yeah,
by the way, sorry. I too am totally ignoring the chat this time. So sorry, chat people. I would normally be fucking with you, but I
have it open on the side just in case, but I'm not looking.
I'm currently looking at the chat, and Martin told me to suck it. No, you suck it, Martin.
Suck it. Let's all suck it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna stick with Pride and Prejudice.
You're gonna stick with Pride and Prejudice.
My guess is Hitchhikers, but good guess.
Yeah, probably, but
the correct answer was D. The Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings
the one I would
was
not
voted
have said.
in first place, but all the other books named were in the top 10.
Okay, Pride and Prejudice. What were they? What were the four? What were the four?
It was Pride and Prejudice, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, 1984, and Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
So all of those were in the top 10, but Lord of the Rings came top.
And they went Lord of the Rings. Okay, well, that's... I'm trying to decide if I like that or not. Like, if a country had to have a favorite novel, what does it say about them? That it wasn't Pride and Prejudice or Hitchhiker's Guide or third one, but it was in fact Lord of the Rings.
I think it was definitely influenced by the films. It's 2002.
Yeah, absolutely. And in 2002, so it's very, very current.
This must be.
But again, Lord of the Rings is kind of a white man choice.
But it's also like a fucking nerdy choice.
Also that, I'm fine with that, but wow.
But I also wonder, I think you're right.
Susie was over here, they're going like, it's not Jane Austen? Wow, Jesus Christ.
I think you put your finger on it. I think it's probably movie, story got known, people wanted to go to book and did. But then again, like, Hitchhiker's Guide is like, there's like 3 Bibles in England, as far as I'm given to understand. There's the Bible, which no one cares about. There's Hitchhiker's Guide, and then there's Top Gear, which no one pays attention to anymore. So, like, Hitchhiker's Guide should be the answer. And that it is instead Lord of the Rings makes you think, fucking England, bump it. You fucking nerds. You're not going to read, like, funny sci-fi nerd shit. You're going to read fantasy bullshit. Like, oh, yeah, England. Go read your fucking fantasy story. Hairy feet, short guy, fucking shipping Sam Gamgee and Aragorn. You fucking nerds. Whatever. You remove
the movies in 2002. I don't think Lord of the Rings is even close because it's a difficult read for younger generations. I mean, I read it like 6 or 7 years ago, and it was I loved some parts, and I kind of hated some because it was very, very dated, but not in a good dated way. I can read Old English style just fine. I mean, but
it's like,
nothing.
good job, JRR.
It's
Like, yes, you did good spreadsheet, dude. Jesus, your sentences are a pain in the ass.
As a fun little fact about this survey, all of the Harry Potter books to that date were in this list. So that was Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, and Goblet of Fire.
Okay.
Which do you think came top? Go on, I'll give you a point. I'll give
4 books.
Yeah, I will give a point for this one. Screw it. This isn't an official question, but it is now. Which Harry Potter book came top?
One.
Teague's going for 1. Saniss?
I go for Azkaban.
You going for Azkaban?
Yeah.
You would both be wrong.
Oh jeez, it
was the Goblet of Fire again.
It's always the
I was wrong twice.
Out.
There's 4 chances. We got all 3 wrong answers before someone said the right one.
Bear in mind, I have 0 points as of this moment, so I'm a pro.
And my points are bullshit because I know about my own my country's history. Easy shit. Like this is now what's going to happen now is that me and Homeboy are going to team up against Owen. And we're going to lead a revolt because this is how America and France do. England eat shit.
I know all about revolt.
I mean, you may not want to be telling.
I cannot read Icelandic. Oh my god, Martin! I cannot read Icelandic. I can read some words, and I can pronounce that Popular Vulcan's name just fine. I can do it now if you like, but I cannot read Icelandic. I'm learning Norwegian, but Icelandic is so fucking hard. It has like 53 letters in the alphabet. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but Icelandic is wow.
Let me just say this real quick. I'm having a great time having an America, England, France fight with y'all. And for this to happen, it required work from 2 people who aren't Teague. It took Owen to make a quiz and the questions and to organize this, and thank you, Owen. And also, it took fucking Sebastian to learn English. Thank you. Thank you.
I did not wake up one day deciding I'm gonna know English because that's what I want to do in life. You know, I don't have that kind of merit because it's a slow progress from when I was like not even a teenager.
Why did you learn English? Why?
Because he needed to for this quiz.
95% of Western culture is in English language.
And he was not going to watch Star Wars dubbed.
Sitting in France, being like,
I remember
us in Italy who don't get to talk to the rest of the white people. And Russia's over there just being like,
so complete. Sorry.
Yeah,
but yeah, I remember the Phantom Menace more in French than in English because I saw it so many times.
What Owen needs to learn is that all white people, regardless of English, they want to shit on England.
Well, so, if you want to continue shitting on my nation, then the next question...
It's a very good country. I like your country.
The next question is all about the British currency. Teague, your final question of the multiple choice round.
Oh, this is taking so long. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Which of
these... Podcast. It's a podcast quiz. Sorry.
You're damn right. Which of these has not been featured on a British £10 note? Is it A, Charles Dickens, B, Jane Austen, C, William Shakespeare, or D, Charles Darwin? One of those...
What was the first 2?
The first 2 were Charles Dickens and Jane Austen.
Charles Dickens.
You're going for Charles Dickens, have never been featured on a £10 note.
Well, you have done a good job of selecting answers where it's like, it would be obscene for them to have left out any of them. And it's like, fuck, who did they leave out? And I go Charles Dickens.
You go for Charles Dickens?
In his questions, so that's why.
By the way, I'm being cool and trusting England to have already gotten to Jane Austen. You're welcome, England. Fucking England. Go on.
Mm,
The correct answer
are we?
is C, William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare was featured on the £20 note from 1970 to 1991. Thus ends the multiple choice round. Teague, you are on 2 points. Saniss, 0 points. How are you feeling?
Team Regan is winning.
Oh, I'm doing.
Team Tegan.
Tegan.
We have 1 hour difference between you and me, so maybe I already have a point, but you just don't know it yet.
Oh, I like it. Well, let's see
I'm coming
if
to
you
you
can
live
get
from the future where I am winning our Skype bullshit.
So it's time, Saniss,
All right.
for you to get some points in round 2, which is the movie quotes round. Each contestant will get 5 famous movie quotes, which you will have to finish for 1 point each. You will get an additional point for naming the film the quote comes from.
If Teague gets Princess Bride, I'm disconnecting, okay?
Well, okay. I would like to know, do we get points for naming random other facts about the line in question or film, etc.?
No.
Okay.
No additional points,
I've
but
got
it is
schools
appreciated.
of bullshit.
I know.
We know there's a podcast full of it.
Which is exactly.
That is why we are here.
Yeah.
It's on record for multiple years.
Right, so Saniss, seeing as you are in last place, I will let you go first.
Okay.
Your first movie quote is, "I'll get you, my pretty," and...
Get you, my pretty, and... Oh, Jesus. Teague knows it. Can see it. I'll get you, my pretty, and... No, I don't remember that one. I don't know where I came from.
You can't think. Would you want to take a stab at what the film may be?
Wow. I get you, my pretty, and...
In like normal lexical English, my pretty is a very strange term of endearment, and that's the like SEO, like Google optimization term. Like my pretty is a very specific note.
Yeah, but no, I have no idea. I'm gonna be ashamed once I know the answer, but I honestly don't know.
So you got nothing, no? The correct answer was, and I'll try and do the voice.
Please.
Get you, my pretty, and your little dog too, from The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, okay.
Nailed it.
I was never gonna guess that. Because if I've seen Wizard of Oz, I am too young to remember it, and it must have been in French.
And it would have been in French.
It's one of those. One of those. I
Wizard of Oz.
haven't
Wizard of Oz is
seeing it in my adult life, and I know I should.
Well, you know the story, right?
Ish.
Yeah, you're fine. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. You are correct.
good.
You do know the story.
I love that guy. He's just...
Yeah, it's like 4 people and magical place, and the secret was it was in you all along. And she wakes up, and it's like, oh, so we should change our lives. And the world around them is like, no, you shouldn't. But cool dream though, kid. Credits, but whatever.
Okay.
Anyway,
right,
So
sure,
Teague, your quote is, "Get your stinking paws off me."
Oh shit! I don't know it.
It's stinky paws off me.
Stick paws off me. You damn dirty ape. Final answer.
Get your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape. From
Yes!
what film
Oh my
is
God,
this?
Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes.
Charlton
Indeed. Charlton Heston it was.
Heston.
So that is 2 points for you, Teague, bringing you to 4 points. Saniss, you are on 0.
By the way, Regan doesn't deserve this win, and Faldor does deserve this fucking complete owning again. Second time, bitch. What? Oh, shit.
Saniss, your second movie quote.
All right.
I am big. It's the pictures.
Logically, I want to go with something like "Make Me Small," but I don't remember what it is.
I am big. It's the pictures.
Yeah, it must be something along the lines of
Saniss' English. Now it's just basically guessing out the fucking sentence.
Yeah. Making me small. That makes me small. Making me thin. I don't know. It depends on what it means by big. It's too.
Oh, wait. Say the line again.
I am big. It's the pictures.
Blank, blank, blank.
Blank, blank, blank. You have 3 blanks. I will give you the amount of blanks. I am big. It's the pictures. Blank, blank, blank.
Making me small. Probably isn't small, but it's something along those lines. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with making me small. It's the only thing I can think of.
You know what? It's not exact, but I'll give it to you.
Shit.
I am big. It's the pictures that got small. From which movie? Take a guess.
I have no idea.
Wow. I am big.
Just name a movie. There's a potential chance that you may get a point.
Is that the close-up Mr. DeVille fucking movie?
It is.
Which one?
What's funny is I don't know what movie that is. I'm ready for my close-up Mr. DeVille or whatever, or DeMille.
Yeah, I didn't hear your answer, so I still don't know what movie we're talking about. My guess would have been.
I don't either.
I have no. Yeah, I have no idea.
You have no idea. The answer would have been Sunset Boulevard.
Oh God damn it!
Yeah,
close up. Because movies, Sunset Boulevard. Sunset Boulevard is a street in Hollywood. Movies, Hollywood. Right? Duh. Close up is movies.
In the
Sunset
chat,
Boulevard
Teague.
is Hollywood. Hollywood is movies. God damn it.
In the chat,
Hollywood
Faldo was saying
movies,
Teague probably has a story about when he lived on this road.
Do you want to hear stories about Sunset Boulevard? Because I've got like 45.
Yeah.
Go on. Well, we've got time.
Well,
45.
There's an aspect of living in LA, especially after a life lived of consuming media, where you go, I've heard this song and a Tom Petty song, Ventura Boulevard, and it's like, oh, and I'm on Ventura Boulevard. It's like, I'm in the song, motherfucker. This is pretty cool.
I had that so much.
An awful lot of that. Oh yeah, because dude, I drove Owen around Los Angeles. He came to California and drove around Hollywood with me for a day.
This is why I still haven't been to Los Angeles.
Dude, whenever.
Must be why.
Whenever for
the rest I've got cash. You know what? One of my best friends is getting married next year, and it just might happen in Florida because her
you're already here now.
Fiance is in Florida, so I'm definitely going to Cape Canaveral. But I would love to come see you.
Must and will happen. But when you come, I will give you a tour. But Owen's already gotten one, and yeah. Sunset Boulevard is a street, so Hollywood is laid out such that the sign on the Hollywood Hills is sort of over it. That's north. Hollywood Hills sign is sort of north of Hollywood. And that's a wall because it's a hill. There's nothing past that. Past that is ... the valley. But the Hollywood sign is the North Star. It's and everything is just sort of in a sink in a basin right in front of that hill. And Sunset is one of several big streets that goes sort of parallel with the hill that the Hollywood sign is on. So there is, there's Hollywood Boulevard, which is the one with the stars and shit. And when you stars, there's a shitload of fucking stars. And then when you get to Grauman's Chinese Theater, that's where there are stars. And then if you just walk a little bit further up from the street, there's just those handprint thingies and the whatever they wrote in Merrily, 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 whatever the fuck, the bullshit they do in this, that's all right there. Meanwhile, this whole surface is littered with people who are wearing Iron Man costumes or a Kermit the Frog costume, and they're like, "How about $5 for a selfie? How about $5 for a fucking selfie?" It's like. So what you do prudently is stay the fuck in your car, and come back when they're not trying to hound you to get a picture with Monsters Inc. guy or whatever the fuck. But it's just people just trying to do their best, and it's creative homeless people with a job is a thing we do here in America. Bless our system. So, that's a thing that's there, but it's not aggressive. It's not scary. It's just if you were to walk over to them, it's like in like Wreck-It Ralph 2, and they come like talk to the pop-up ad guy, and it's like don't talk to the pop-up ad guy. So if you know not to talk up to the pop-up ad guy, then you're fine.
Yeah.
But those are all like these horizontal streets. There's Hollywood Boulevard. There's Sunset. There is Melrose. Melrose Place, 90210 would be Beverly Hills. That's in that same area, like 90210 Beverly Hills zone. And this brings us to the Weezer song. And there's a shitload of there's also Santa Monica Boulevard in Hash Pipe, and there's also Santa Monica Boulevard in a Sheryl Crow song. But 90210, like songs, media. Teague knows stuff about Hollywood's layout from songs and movies before he ever
Yeah, I was going to say half of Western civilization's products is named after a place in Hollywood. It's crazy.
Yeah. And I grew up knowing, I lived in America, but not in Hollywood. And you don't know the streets of a fucking town you've ever been to. Everyone knows this. But we all have heard like Tom Petty sings Ventura Boulevard, or maybe not all of us, but like that, and like this is that song, that movie, or this movie's called Mulholland Drive.
Yeah.
Mulholland Drive is a street that goes along the top of the Hollywood Hills hill.
Yeah.
Incidentally, so that anyone who's watching from LA knows, I know it actually doesn't do that. I'm giving them the right idea broadly. Asterisk.
Broadly.
The actual Hollywood Hills hill, there's nothing up there. You can't go up there. You can't get close to it. There's nothing up there. It was a fucking subdivision, like some like neighborhood company, some like company who develops land and tries to sell houses, wanted to name their neighborhood Hollywood Land. They put up some really gaudy bullshit on the hill back in the day to be like, everyone go buy a house in Hollywood Land, this neighborhood in a who gives a shit area of who gives a shit part of California. But Hollywood Land is the name of this stupid blah, 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 because Hollywood is a thing, and Holly is I think it's like the Holly plants. I'm not sure. Who fucking cares? Anyway,
I did not know that.
Up there on that hill, there is nothing. There's a little shack that someone sits in once a month to do something. There's an antenna. And incidentally, the antenna on the top of the hill is how from the valley you can tell where you are, because you can't see the Hollywood sign from the other side of the mountain, obviously. Yeah. But you can see where that antenna is from the valley. And you can be like, so the Hollywood sign is where that antenna is, other side of the mountain, down a bit, but it's right there. And that kind of gives you this whole, okay, interesting. Thank you for that antenna. But Mulholland Drive is a street that goes along the top of a mountain range, which dips down, dips back up, and has the Hollywood sign on it. Mulholland Drive isn't on the Hollywood sign part, but all of these streets and shit that you learn about as a culture person. Same shit with fucking Back to the Future. With Brian and I went around doing all that Back to the Future shit, where it's like this. I'm dry. Look, y'all think that movies and America look like each other, which is correct for you from your contexts. For me, there's a fucking assload of kinds of America to look like, and Hollywood looks like one that no one else's looks like. So it's like I'm from Indiana or Arkansas or Florida, where the fuck I'm from at this point in history. When I moved to LA and me and Brian are driving around looking at like Back to the Future locations, it's like, what is weird is, though Brian and I at this instant in the story haven't yet found the Marty McFly house, we're just driving through neighborhoods that look precisely like Back to the Future. Like you're just like, like when Doc's like roads, we're going, you can picture the street. We don't need roads like that street.
Yeah.
Well, the streets look like that street. You know what your street looks like? Picture your front door. Walk backwards from your front door. That street. You know how it doesn't look like that? They all look like that. That's what it was like. It's like you moved to LA and it's like, fuck, I just moved to Terminator 2. I just moved to Back to the Future. I just moved into Independence Day when like Will Smith is looking down at the fucking shit. It's like, when you see that shit, like the ship over LA, when Will Smith's looking at it and the neighbors are all putting stuff in the trunk of their car, that's the view from Trey Stokes' house looking at LA. Like, it's like, holy shit. Like, you get there and it's like, this place looks like this place. And it's not like Hollywood looks like America. And for all Americans, Hollywood looks like something distant and different. But when you get there, it's that same shit. Like, you guys experienced it? Or well, you will later, Sebastian. But like, I have
it it did that to me a bit in London. The neat looking, rows of houses. Very neat, very proper.
Harry Potter.
It's beautiful. Like lots of streets in London are beautiful, but did that movie. It's like, am I in a movie or something? And it's obviously not all of England, but you get to London, and I
Anyway.
guess Paris can do that to you as well. But I was
As
actually born in
by like
Paris.
psychology, like the Paris effect. People go to Paris
Yes.
and die because like they were expecting it to be like Moulin Rouge or some shit. Like they were expecting it to be like
Amélie Poulain.
yeah.
I always
And, like,
expect Amélie Poulain, like accordions, and we've moved on from accordions. I mean,
Oh, come on, bring back the
everyone
accordion.
has.
I'll tell you this: living next to Mexico, we still have accordions, and accordions they got to come back in the wings. Just you wait. Accordions got more to say.
Oh yeah.
In the chat,
But that's it.
Martin
Like,
says
jokes,
he
so
saw an
French
accordion
accordions.
player in Paris. To be fair,
Yeah, because I making money. If you're playing something in the street for other people, for the tourists.
To get us out of this very long tangent, sorry, Owen. I'll tell you one thing I don't know. I don't know the name of a single street in Paris.
Yeah,
No.
the Champs-Élysées.
What is? I know that. I know that. But
So
like, what street is it on? For instance, like I don't know the
The
names of
Champs-Élysées
like,
is a street. It's one of the biggest boulevards in Paris. It
Oh,
is
I
a street.
just think of
Champs-Élysées
the
is not a
structure.
place.
Oh,
It's not. No, there's no structure called the Champs-Élysées. You have the Arc de Triomphe,
I think it's just the arch.
Oh,
the Arc of Triumph, but it's just called that. It's the Arc of Triumph. It hasn't got any other name, It's got the statue of the unknown soldier underneath. Sorry?
What is the translated into English? Champs-Élysées or whatever. What is that in English?
Well, Champs is field, and Élysée is like Elysium. So it's a field Elysium.
Oh,
cool. That
And
just
that's
sounds like a
that
really
is
cool
the street.
sci-fi
That is the
name.
boulevard you go to. That is a boulevard you go to when you want to have a beer for like 15 euros, where the street next to it would be 2 euros. I've experienced that.
Yeah, it's like it's
I
horrible.
actually paid
There's
for a
fucking
little
you go to
beer,
the Champs-Élysées
8
and
euros.
it's like stars on the thingy and there's handprints and it's just like
There's a guy dressed as
It's
Iron
kind of
Man.
the
Yeah.
same. It's kind of the same thing. Lots
And
of
then
very, very posh fashion shops, but I have no interest whatsoever in what's in Champs-Élysées.
Then to round out the bit, we all imagine ourselves going to London and seeing like a fucking double-decker bus or some bullshit, England, whatever. Anyway, back to the game.
Yeah.
Oh God,
I
yeah, we
always
were doing
write
a game.
notes.
So Teague, your second movie quote. Bear in mind you have 6 each.
I'm
Your
sorry, I'm talking too much. I'll shut up.
No, it's good. It's all good. Your second movie quote is, "Frankly, my dear, blank, blank,
give a
blank,
damn.
blank, blank."
Clark Gable,
Seriously?
Gone in 1939. David O. Selznick, Victor Fleming. I could do this all day. You want to know people like we got? I was gonna say Catherine Zeta-Jones. She's not in that. No, I'm thinking of Vivian Lee. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
I could have answered that. You
And
could
the
have gone
movie?
to, like, no look.
So it's "Frankly,
Oh,
my dear, I
sorry.
don't give a damn" from which film?
Gone with the Wind, a movie which is both good and awful.
For
It's
2
autant
points,
n'importe
Teague.
le temps, it's
You're
in
on
French, if
6
you want.
points. Saniss, you're on 1 point.
I've got
Saniss,
1 point, yeah.
Your
And not
next
even the
movie
correct
quote
answer.
is,
Yeah.
"They may take our lives, but they'll never blank, blank, blank."
Is this Independence Day?
It's one of
They
those.
No. It's one of those. Yeah, exactly.
"They may take
They may
our
take our
Kind
lives."
of not, but kind of yes.
How does it end? Just thoughts? Is it?
Oh, and do it in the right accent.
I'm.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, but I think I know. Just tell me the quote again.
"They may take our lives, but they'll never blank, blank, blank."
They'll never take our freedom. And
From which
that's,
movie?
Jeez, I know. Give me a sec.
Come on.
Mel Gibson. Fucking A.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and it's I know.
Come on,
that
come on.
fucking movie. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Give me a sec.
It's a
In the
made-up
chat,
word. It's a
Martin
single-word
says
title
the
and it's a
right
made-up
answer.
word.
In the chat, Martin says the right accent is getting the accent wrong.
Big lives. Oh Jesus Christ! I know that name, and my brain is blocking me. You know, it happens to me all the fucking time. Whenever I need something, is there's no entrance. You know, unauthorized personnel. Jesus fucking Christ! Ah, Mel Gibson. Ils vont prendre nos vies, mais pas notre liberté. J'arrive pas à retrouver. Okay, so Susie gets half the point. Okay, it's Braveheart.
For 2 points.
Braveheart.
Braveheart.
So it just was blocked. My fucking brain doesn't work.
It's good. You got the points. That's fine.
Yeah, for not being single. Yeah. Thank you. Love you.
They may take our lives. I don't know how. They may take our lives, but they'll never take. I'm trying to do Mel Gibson's version, and it's so difficult.
You have to do. So Mel Gibson is an Australian playing an American playing a Scottish guy. So you have to go through that whole fucking shit.
They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom.
They'll never change our feet.
First, you got to do Australian rights, which is hard enough, you know.
Nobody.
I know.
Dave Coombs, motherfucker. Like, nah.
Yeah.
Right, Teague, your quote is, I'm mad as hell, and blank, 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 blank. I'm mad as hell.
Not gonna take it anymore.
Correct. 2 points.
Is it network? Is it network?
It is. It's network. So you are now on 8 points.
I think. Yeah.
Saniss,
your
next question.
I'm mad as hell. I'm not going to take it anymore.
Your movie quote is, of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, blank, 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 blank.
Classic movie, really, really hard one. This is a hard question.
Yeah, I can guess right from. Okay, tell me again.
Of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, blank, 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 blank.
Okay.
In the chat, Martin says it's my favorite film.
I do not know the answer. I have absolutely zero idea. I'm gonna go with classic movie. Must have been
Han Solo, Star Wars.
What?
Han Solo, Star Wars. Final answer.
Yeah.
Martin is giving you hints in the chat. He's saying it is his favorite film, and he dressed as this guy at his wedding.
Nice.
I was at his wedding, and
yeah, you were there.
I do not know. You dressed as this guy. Surprise! Is this like a Star Trek movie?
Name a classic old black and white movie.
Well, the obvious one name would be Citizen Kane, but I'm pretty sure it's not it because I love that film.
It would be the obvious one. What's the second one?
Yep.
Second one. The second classic film could be Metropolis, but it's a silent film, so it doesn't work.
He's fine. He's fine. It's fine. Dude, you have qualified for this round. You randomly don't know this movie, but you have clearly shown that you know what the fuck you're talking about. You're fine.
Another classic movie.
I happen to know the answer only and literally only because I did that line for a Dave School compatriot who was trying to animate someone saying that line for an exercise once, and I recited the line myself to give them a reference face to match. It's from Casablanca.
Oh shit!
She walked in line. Of all the gin joints in all the world.
It's not, it's when I think of classic, I think it's not. Yeah, I would not have thought of that. But
and full disclosure, Teague Austin Christie, age 32, staring at your face, has not and will not ever watch Casablanca. Period.
Right now, Martin is raging.
I know it's Humphrey Bogart. That's all. Like black and white Humphrey Bogart, some shit. That's all. I know the line. It's like I'm a fucking Simpson fan. I know movies from the Simpsons. It's like I know a line from the movie.
I know you're trying to make me feel good, but I told you you're dangerous, and I am not good. That's okay. I'm having
No,
a good time.
you named Metropolis as your second one. Saniss, you're
Again,
good.
again,
You are
Citizen Kane
good.
was the correct first answer, and Metropolis was the correct second answer, frankly. So, like, it's like,
Metropolis is one of those classics movie that
yes,
is
very
classic
much so.
movie that
Like-
is great and impressive, and I'm never watching it again. But Citizen Kane, I would watch again. I fucking loved it. Even it's not a love it. It's not a when you think of the context and the time and it must have been difficult to do that. No, it's just a good film that I really enjoyed.
It moves.
It's
Which
so
also
well shot and
works
acted.
for Casablanca. I will say, and the chat is very much defending Casablanca. So I do recommend Casablanca if you've not seen it.
I'll watch it. I'll fucking watch it.
Yeah.
Fine. Oh,
Anyway,
damn. I have
it
to watch
is
a
one
good
of those
classic
films.
film.
Anyway, Teague, your quote is, "Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. Blank, 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 blank."
I know that fucking shit. I know
I
that.
would like to... Owen,
Yes.
live question referee. Can
Do
I
it.
give this round to him?
No, do you know the answer, Teague?
Yeah,
Of
it's
course
the
you
War
can-
Room. Stanley Kubrick, Stranger.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can't
So,
fight in here.
okay,
It's the War Room. You
Yeah.
can't fight in
It's,
here.
it's,
It's the
it's,
War
it's
Room.
the one line. It's the one line from that.
No fighting. We're trying to do war.
You know what? Saniss, to be
So good.
nice, I'll give you a point.
I don't
So-
deserve my points. I don't need
Well-
your sympathy.
Okay, I'll put you back on 3 points. 2 Teague's 10.
This is very, by the
She's
way,
asking whether I've lost, and technically she's not correct yet, but I can say yes.
Oh,
But-
no.
no,
You
it's
have
still ongoing.
so much room to take
I'm
this.
still
Don't
really
you worry.
enjoying the metaphor
There's so
that
much
Saniss
involved.
is France itself and Owen is England itself, and it's still playing perfectly. What does to make sense is I'm actually nicer than America, so that's not fair. But like, yeah, I'm a douchebag. So in fact, it actually lines up.
Saniss, your final quote.
Joker? But she's asking whether she can be Joker. Joker. Yeah,
She
I don't
can
know,
be Joker if she
how
wants.
You say that in English, she can be, my help, and she
Go
already
for
has
it.
because
Yeah,
There's not a good term for it. It would
Let's
just
do
be
it.
something you would say.
she can be your second.
Oh yeah,
So-
like lieutenant, I guess, kind of.
Anyway,
But that's again
I
a
do
word
not
we
think
stole
you
from
will.
you.
Yeah. I do not think you will need help for this last one. You did mention this movie earlier on. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Blank, blank, blank.
This is great because
And
I'm
I
happy
believe
'cause
you
if I
said
did not know that
Teague
Teague would
better
never
not.
speak to me again.
I think you said
Also, hi,
Teague
Teague.
better not get this movie.
Wait. Let me do it right. Okay.
Yes.
Oh shit! It's happening! It's happening right now. This is real. It's happening.
Yeah, I can't hear your reaction. So
Oh my god! Oh damn! Oh shit!
Oh yes.
Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. From The Princess Bride, and I fucking love that film. I do
Yeah,
not know it by
boy.
heart, just like Teague does, but
Whoa!
I know quite a bit of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is 2 points for you, Saniss, bringing you up to 5 points. Teague,
It's just
your final movie quote. I'm not
Yeah.
bad. I'm just blank, blank, blank.
I'm not bad. I'm just blank, blank, blank.
is that Michael
Okay.
Jackson?
First statement is, it did tickle something in my memory. So there might be an answer to this in me, but right now my consciousness is like, So, I'm not bad. I'm blank, blank, blank. 4 blanks?
I'm not bad. I'm just 3 blanks. Blank, blank, blank.
I'm not bad. I'm not gonna get it. I'm
Just
not
disappointed?
bad. I'm
Sorry.
just
Bad.
Bad.
Not bad.
falling with style.
Incorrect. The correct answer is I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh.
Good
So
one.
that
Yep,
ends.
and by the way, meanwhile, back in the back of Teague's skull, that node in my mind is like, I was saying that, and I'm like, well, where the fuck were you, bitch?
Yeah. Yeah. That was me with Braveheart too.
Yeah.
Just before we go on, look what Susie just gave me.
Very nice.
And it's
version.
this is great.
Oh, wait, hold on.
This is a French
Hold on.
edition, and it's written in English, but it's a French
Oh,
translation.
actual
So this
French
is
text.
This is printed for a French market in English.
Yeah, I have no idea why it's called Princess. And it's
Name recognition, maybe?
And underneath, in French, there's stories of the Princess Bride. I don't know.
Well,
it doesn't make sense.
What would if I was to say the three words "the Princess Bride" in French? They would be what?
La Princesse Promise. Bride is not.
We don't have one for that.
Promise, but bride is the
like betrothed. Yeah. We don't have that.
Fiancée, la mariée, l'épouse.
We don't have a name for the object of a woman on one day in her life. Yeah. Good. It's fine.
That's I think it's from 1988. That must be it.
Very nice.
So I don't know, but I've got the.
That's right after the movie. Movie was 87, I think. So yeah, that's like the movie came out and everyone was like,
before they figure out, they should probably translate.
Yeah.
Probably this edition didn't sell very well.
Wait, hold on. So like, is it? I really wonder if your copy of it is it literally just the English version? Well, it's Susie's, right? But like, is it like literally an English version? Is it like just the same text, or is it like simplified English for French? You know what? Like, how does that work? It's probably just the same text.
No. Either you get translated or dubbed from movies in French, or you just get the original thing. We don't do simplified.
Cool. So then that's just the fucking book. That's just it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the book. And it's just
it's fucking cool.
And there's no
Princess Bride in English in your house. That's awesome.
I have lots of English editions because we don't do French editions in original languages. I mean, not a lot, you know. So
right.
What I've got, the original books, it's probably the same as you get. It's usually from Amazon UK. Sometimes imported to Amazon France or something like that. When I still order from Amazon, but what's that? Sorry, Nick. Oh yeah, so in with Italian books apparently it's a thing, but most books I have in English, like 12 Years a Slave, Bruce Campbell, it's just the original edition.
So pretty much you get your books in the original language. There's not many translations.
I mean, I do, but most, like 99.99% of the French people read in French and see dubbed movies.
Right.
It's a thing.
No, that's why it's cool that you have an English Princess Bride in your house. That's awesome.
So that makes you
dubbed culture, you do not.
Yeah, so this makes you the odd one out. Which, funnily enough, is round 3. The odd one out round. Round 3 is the odd one out round. I will give each contestant a list of 4 things, and you will have to tell me what the odd one out is. You will get 1 point for the correct answer, an additional point for why they are the odd one out.
So
Saniss,
which one is the odd one out, and why are they odd?
Exactly. For a point each.
Okay.
Saniss, you are not in the lead, so you can go first. You have Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, Charles Conrad, Alan Bean.
Wow, that's an awesome question. Say the names again.
Okay.
Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, Charles Conrad, Alan Bean.
That's hard, man. That's fucking hard. I knew like 3 obvious versions of that question, but you didn't ask the 3 obvious ones I'm thinking of.
Which one is the odd one out?
I always have a hard time remembering the name of that third guy.
The third guy. That's all anyone knows him as, the third guy.
We got Armstrong, we got Aldrin, we've got...
Then you got...
we got Charles Conrad, and we've got...
Conrad.
What's the third one?
Alan Bean.
Al Bean.
Alan Bean
Right.
does not ring a bell, so it's the odd one out to me. But I probably not for good reason.
Okay.
Because Conrad, for a space guy, this is terrible. But Conrad, in my mind, could be that third guy. I don't remember the name. So
FYI, Charles Conrad is a deep cut. That's not like an American hero or some shit. Nobody knows who the fuck Charles Conrad is.
But I heard the name, so
yeah.
And I don't know.
You've heard it from a movie, in fact.
When in doubt, you've got a 1 in 4 chance of finding the odd one out. So
the thing is, there's all kinds of ways these people could be set. They're all astronauts. They're all Apollo era. They're all in the 70s. They're all like right there. They're all like there. It's gonna be some shit like which mission. But the thing is, like, here, Owen, I don't know the answer, so I hope you don't mind that I'm doing this.
Go for it.
Armstrong is on the moon landing mission. Aldrin's on the moon landing mission. Yep. Chuck Conrad isn't. And Al Bean isn't, so that's not it. It's not these guys are on the moon landing mission because the third one there was Michael Collins. No one knows that. That's some fun fact shit.
Yeah,
but the moon landing mission was Michael Collins, Aldrin, and Armstrong. So you got Chuck Conrad. All I know about Chuck Conrad is in Apollo 13, Tom Hanks says way better than Chuck Conrad. Like that's just some other astronaut who Tom Hanks as Jim Lovell. Jim Lovell is kind of shitting on him because like X-Wing fire, like just fucking around. Like, yeah, way better than fucking that guy. But like that's all I know about Chuck Conrad. And then you've got Al Bean, who in From the Earth to the Moon is played by Dave Foley from Kids in the Hall and Blast from the Past. Like Dave Foley plays Al Bean on a mission with, I think it's Apollo 12, maybe. But like I can't find for instance, I know all this stuff and I don't know the answer to the Owen's question. Like, I don't know what set Owen has in mind.
Yeah, so I don't know either. I probably would know. Martin's going to hate me because he gifted me From the Earth to the Moon.
He has said in the chat, Saniss clearly never watched the copy of From the Earth to the Moon that I gave him.
I intend to. It's on my shelf. I assure you, Martin, I will.
FYI, it is good. It is worth watching. Watch Spider first if you're going to watch one of them.
So, if you don't know, take a guess. You've got 1 in 4 chance.
I didn't know and I still don't know, so I go with D. Because
you're going for D, Alan Bean.
Yeah, well, guess. Yeah.
I'm afraid you do not get the points, while all of these men...
I cannot wait to hear the answer. What is the fucking answer? What is the answer?
Whilst all of these men have walked on the moon, it is only Buzz Aldrin that is still with us today. Buzz Aldrin is the only one who is still alive.
Which one isn't dead? God damn it! Which one isn't dead? That's so obvious. We are idiots. We are big dumb idiot people. Which one isn't dead? We are doing fucking space shit.
Ils ont tous marché sur la Lune, mais Aldrin, c'est le seul qui est encore vivant. Okay, yeah, would not have known that.
Teague, you ready for your odd one out?
If I get this right, it's not fair. Go on.
You have Super Mario 64.
Oh shit. Okay.
Sonic Adventure, Halo, and Final Fantasy VII.
Super Mario 64. Oh. Sonic Adventure, Halo, and FF7. Mario 64. What's number 2?
It was Mario 64, Sonic Adventure, Halo,
Mario,
Final Fantasy VII.
N64 Mario, Sonic, don't know, Halo Xbox, and what was the fourth one?
Final Fantasy VII.
Final Fantasy VII PlayStation, I think. Okay, so I don't have a good guess. I'm going to have to guess, and I have no idea what set Owen could be talking about.
I have an idea, but
Super Mario 64, don't know. What's number 2?
Sonic Adventure.
Sonic. Okay, Sonic Adventure. Super Mario, Sonic. Something in Final Fantasy. Halo and Final Fantasy. Super Mario, Sonic, Halo, Final Fantasy.
I have an idea. It's almost too easy.
So like Super Mario would be 90s. Oh, shit, what's number 2? I'm sorry, my memory sucks.
Number 2 was Sonic Adventure.
Sonic is Sega, 90s. Halo is Xbox 2000s. And the fourth one was...
Halo is 2003 on PC, and I'm not sure on Xbox.
PC, right. Okay, so it was like a third-party game, huh? I think of it as being Xbox, but I guess it was not. It's not. Well, sort of. It's Microsoft. It's Microsoft. So
it's absolutely Microsoft. Yeah.
Which one is the odd man out? What set is Owen talking about? Which one is not right?
They all have a connection, apart from one.
Give me the names real quick.
Super Mario 64, Sonic Adventure, Halo, Final Fantasy 7.
FF7 final answer. I don't know why.
So, do you want to take a
Mine
stab?
would be Halo.
You want to take a stab at a potential why at all?
The only thing I was thinking about is that Final Fantasy VII's gameplay feels story-like to me, and the others feel game-like to me.
The correct answer, all of these games were launch titles for their respective consoles, apart from Final Fantasy VII, which was released 2 years after the PlayStation's Japanese launch. Teague, you get a point for a random guess.
Jesus.
Weird.
I was going to say Halo because it's the only one not
helped.
from Asia.
That too. My reasoning kind of
actually
helped. It wasn't the right reasoning, but it was parallel to the right reasoning.
I suppose, Saniss, I would have accepted that.
Given you a point.
I would have given you that. I hadn't considered it, but they were all Japanese developers apart from Halo. That could work. Also,
I didn't say Japan because I wasn't sure Sega was in Korean. But...
Yeah, I think they're all Japanese. Yeah. Also,
they're
just
all
realized
titles. I'm a fucking
another
idiot.
one that could have worked would have been they were all developed by the company that made the console, apart from Final Fantasy VII as well. Saniss, you have Peter Jackson,
C'est japonais, Sega ou coréen?
James Cameron, Steven Spielberg, the Russo brothers.
Oh, god damn you, Owen Ward. Fuck. Oh, I don't have any answer. Just fuck you, man. Shit, that's a hard question. What does Owen have in mind? The question round.
Yeah, he's good. He's good, isn't he?
Peter Jackson, James Cameron, Steven Spielberg, the Russo brothers.
PJ, Cameron, Spielberg, Russos. I can think of like ways in which the first 3 are one set. It's like they were before the last one, but other than that, it's like shit. They could be fucking anything. It could be anything.
It's the first one is Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson, James Cameron, Steven Spielberg, the Russo
Cameron,
brothers.
Spielberg et les frères Russell brothers.
Excuse me, I'm going to take my leave. I have to go to the bathroom.
Go for it.
Lequel n'appartient pas. Il y en a un qui a rien en commun avec les 3 autres, et pourquoi? L'intrus. Suzy.
This has now become a multilingual quiz.
Yeah.
So Peter Jackson, James Cameron, Steven Spielberg, the Russos. Which one is the odd one out?
Wow.
And just for Martin in the chat, no, it is not the Russos because they are the only one, which are 2 people. That does not count.
It works. It works.
I mean, I suppose, but no. You ain't getting points for that one.
Not what you had in mind. Okay.
No. I mean, if you also had
Please.
a pretty interesting, pretty valid one which worked, I would still give you the point.
No. No. You have a hint.
You want a hint? Jeez. Yeah, go on. I will give you hints. I just got to think one. The hint would be try and think of records.
Oh.
Records. Okay.
Oh.
So
Oh.
it's
Thank you.
Star
By the way,
Oscars,
I've been able to hear you the whole time, just not I wasn't here. That hint helps. Thank you.
it's probably about Oscar wins or nominations or something like that. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Cameron. Because I wouldn't know anything about the Russo brothers.
By the way, FYI, fun fact, I don't either. I know jack shit. I know they directed Endgame, right?
And that's all you need to know.
Are they the ones that did Stranger Things?
I don't think
Or is
so.
that
No,
is
that's
that a different brothers? Is that a different brothers?
Yeah, it's the what?
Look,
It's I think
Cinema
it's,
can have
with the
2 or
W.
3 pairs of brothers max. This is too many. We got the
They
Coen
can-
brothers already.
Well, hey, we had the Wachowskis, but not the sisters, so maybe they
Right.
help.
Wachowski brothers became the Wachowski sisters. We got the Russo brothers. We got the Coen brothers. I don't know anything about the Russo brothers.
Yeah, Christ, the Russo brothers never got any Oscar. I don't know.
So
What about
you're going with Russo brothers for the odd one out?
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
definitely not that one because you look at the answers and you just want to set them on the side.
Yeah.
My guess-
definitely not them, but
My guess would be
you can guess, but you don't get points.
PJ. No points, PJ.
PJ, any reason?
I kind of
You
think
feel
you're
it?
going for biggest money earning, in which case I can imagine Spielberg having one. I know Endgame was big, and I know Titanic was big, and Avatar was big. So it's like I know Cameron's in that. I know Russo's in that. But like Spielberg, what big movie did he do? Close Encounters or Raiders? I'm not sure. Like E.T.
You're in the right direction. They have all been the
I would guess PJ.
director of the highest grossing film of all time, apart from Peter Jackson,
okay.
who is the third highest grossing director behind Spielberg and the Russos. So for a time, Steven Spielberg had the highest grossing movie of all time, was then replaced by James Cameron, and was then replaced by the Russo brothers.
I don't know anything at all about the two men known as something Russo and also something Russo. I'm sure they're great. I'm sure their pets are nice. I'm sure everything about them is fine. That's a different game than good movies, though, right? Like, come on, like you made the most money in a Disney moment. Sure, fine. Good job. Okay, There Will Be Blood. Sure, you found the fucking good job.
Les Russos, c'est Avengers Endgame.
All right,
so
Owen, what's up?
Teague,
Yes,
you have
hard round. That was, by the way, fun hard round.
Oh, the odd one out is still going. This ain't ended yet. Your next 4 are Panther, Adder, Sirius, Beard.
Again?
Panther, Adder, Sirius, Beard.
Panther, Adder, Sirius, Beard. Panther, Adder, Sirius, Beard. Panther, cat, adder, snake, Sirius, dog, beard, hair. Panther. What was number 2?
Adder.
Adder. I'm gonna go beard because it's not an animal.
Panthère, vipère.
Wait, hold on. Wait. These sound like they could be stars. They could relate to stars. Hold on. Or constellations.
Panthère.
Also,
Adder.
This movie. Okay, there's no theme for this round, right? These aren't movie quotes. These could be anything,
No,
right?
This could be anything. There's no overarching theme. It's just
Okay.
general. Odd one
Panther,
out.
Adder, Sirius, or
Beard.
Beard. Panther, Adder, Sirius, Beard. Panther, Adder, Sirius, Beard.
In the chat, Martin thinks he's got it.
I'm gonna go Beard because the other ones are kind of animalish, and I don't know a constellation involving a beard. This has no bearing on what the answer might be, but that's my reasoning. Final answer, Beard.
The correct answer is they are all characters with black in their name, only with Sirius it comes after and not beforehand, making Sirius the odd one out. Black Panther, Blackadder,
Awesome.
Blackbeard,
Wow.
Sirius Black.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so this game is
very,
only
very
Connect.
good.
This is only Connect. You've
Done.
recreated only Connect, and I am down. But now I know that. I didn't
You've
know
got
that.
it.
Now I know that. It's only Connect. These are Okay, everybody, me, Sebastian, y'all, and those that come later. This is a lateral thinking puzzle. Owen is an insane madman with a gun, and if we get through this quiz, we get to see our families again.
Saniss, are you ready
Which one?
for your...
Yeah, sure.
This is your final odd one out.
Okay.
The Anarchist's Cookbook, The Satanic Verses, Animal
shit.
Farm, Fahrenheit 451.
What was 2?
Yeah, go again.
It was The Anarchist's Cookbook, The Satanic Verses, Animal
Right.
Farm, Fahrenheit 451.
Book. So lateral thinking, right?
What's the first one?
The Anarchist's Cookbook.
Anarchist Cookbook. Huh. I have a guess. I have a guess for no good reason.
Third one is
The third one is Animal Farm.
I know. No. Lequel? I don't know. Anarchist Cookbook, Satanic Verses,
Animal Farm, and Fahrenheit
Animal
451.
Farm, et Fahrenheit. C'est des livres. Fahrenheit.
I have one guess, but it's not good.
Well, we'll let Saniss and Susie confer, and then we'll try your guess, and then we'll reveal.
I willingly consent to their team being one player. That's fine. It's fine with me.
Yeah.
Anarchist Cookbook, what?
Saniss and Susie, anything so far?
Anarchist Cookbook, Satanic Verses.
Fine. Give me a second.
Je sais pas. C'est Fahrenheit. Et l'an-dernier, c'était... Ouais. Third one?
French is happening.
I keep forgetting.
French is happening.
Yes. Sorry about that.
No, it's good.
You guys.
Tell me what.
I think it is totally fair that you and Susie are a team. That's fine with me. I don't mind.
Because she's far more knowledgeable than I am, except in video games and Star Wars.
So you and Susie are like me and Chloe.
Yeah, but you know much more stuff than I do. Okay.
Well, that's because he's fucking speaking the same language I am, and you're from a different culture, and you've got different fucking movies and shit, directors. And you're like French director. I'm like, yeah, but to you, it's like he's just a director, but you're telling us he's a French director, so you know that we know that you know. That's fucking bullshit. It's like, this is different. It's fine.
We need Owen to find a theme, something that is a middle ground for the two of us. Which is why I proposed VFX, because I know you know more than I do, but no, I kind of had to try that. But
yeah.
No,
I am not carrying the torch for current VFX. He is. He's the guy that does the VFX. I'm an asshole with headphones.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Yeah, same thing. So, no. Où est parti? Je suis là.
Wait, what are the four? What are the
Third
four
one.
options?
So,
Sorry.
yeah,
I
if you
was
need
asking
them
you-
again, The Anarchist's Cookbook, The Satanic Verses, Animal Farm, Fahrenheit
Animal Farm.
451.
Animal Farm. Comme des animaux.
I have a guess, but I'll say it after.
Fahrenheit. Yeah. We need an answer. Yeah, I was going for dystopian something. Me too, and her as well. But which one isn't? Anarchist. I don't know. Anarchist Cookbook and Satanic Versus. Satanic Anarchist Cookbook. Yeah. We both want to say one of them is not a dystopian story, but maybe Satanic Versus, because I don't know the first two, and yeah, we don't know the first
we're
two.
going
So
for the
I'm
Satanic
gonna,
Verses.
yeah, let's go for Satanic Versus.
Okay.
Because it's probably not a dystopian story. Who knows?
Okay,
My
and
guess
Teague?
would be the Anarchist Cookbook because it wasn't published traditionally.
The correct answer would be that these books have all been banned by various governments, apart from Fahrenheit 451, which presents a future society in which all books are outlawed.
Dude, this is a great quiz. I keep
This is
thinking
very
maybe
good.
I'm worried about Sebastian being like, is there some fucking cultural thing? And it's like, nah, it's just Owen is insane.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty much.
It's nice. By the way, which translates to Owen, thank you. Good job.
And Teague, your final odd one out. You have.
Final. Is there another one for him after this, or is this the end of the round?
This is the end of the round.
Hit me.
Susie disagrees on something. Are you saying Fahrenheit was not banned in any government, or
As far as what I could tell from my research, it did not seem to be banned by a government. That's the key. The key word was it was banned by a government.
As someone who is on camera, I want Sebastian to be able to tell Susie that. So tell her. Y'all are a team. It's a team. It's a team. It's fine. Go. Tell her.
Oh, that's okay. Je pense que non, mais bon. Well, yeah, she's gonna check. I know she's checking right now.
Yeah.
This happened in Blast in the Past when Dave Foley, who played Al Bean, was like, I'm going to go check your answers on my computer. And it's like, you have a computer? It's like, yeah, I have a computer. It's like, it's 1999. It's like, it's not 1965. It's like, yeah, it's a fucking movie. Whatever.
Okay,
Yeah.
well.
I will say my research wasn't... Let's have a look.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, she's saying it was banned in some states, US states, but that's
exactly,
not a government.
Yeah. It was banned by states, but not by a government.
By the way,
pas par des gouvernements.
In case you're wondering, I'm America, speaking as America. In case you're wondering, hey, wait a second, is federalism, that is, states, country, is federalism some like pass the buck bullshit so anyone can take the blame no matter what happens? Like, yes.
Right, so Teague, your final odd one out. You have Pink Floyd, AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, Black Sabbath.
Pink Floyd, AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, Black Sabbath. Pink Floyd, AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, Black Sabbath. Pink Floyd, AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, Black Sabbath. Pink Floyd, British. AC/DC, British. Guns N' Roses, American. Black Sabbath, British. Guns N' Roses, final answer.
And what is the reason?
Because countries, I guess.
You will get 1 point for Guns N' Roses, but it's not the right reasoning. I can see where you're coming from. Because you said...
Wait, stop. Saniss.
Yes, Saniss?
So, yeah, just tell me again the band names.
It was Pink Floyd,
AC/DC,
AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, Black Sabbath.
Yeah. probably not that, but I would have said maybe, and I probably wrong that because I don't know Guns N' Roses that well, but I would say maybe Guns N' Roses is the only band of the four where no one has died yet, but maybe someone has.
Good answer.
I'm.
Dude, done, man. Like,
that's
like,
not
even
the
if that's-
answer.
That's
Yeah,
probably
but-
wrong. But
That's clearly not Owen's answer, but like, fuck yeah, man.
has someone died in Guns N' Roses? 'Cause
Um,
I thought, yeah, ACDC, yeah, and Black Sabbath. I'm not.
Oh
sure.
no!
I don't know if anyone has died.
Quizmaster Owen is like, I know everything about all of these bands. What should I say right now?
I don't know if anyone in Black Sabbath has died. Oh, actually, yes. Someone in Black Sabbath has died. Guns N' Roses, there has been one guy who died, but he was like a member of Guns N' Roses before anyone knew who Guns N' Roses were. So does that count? I don't know. But if this was your question, I would, go on, I'd give you the point for that one. But it's not the answer.
The answer is GNR.
The answer is Guns N' Roses.
What's the thing?
All of these bands carried on without their original singer, apart from Guns N' Roses, whose singer has been the only consistent member.
It's only Connect. Owen's a bastard. We're playing in his game. This is like a garage murderer's game show. Like, we're in his garage. He's like just gonna chop it. We're hanging by our heels and shit. Like, oh, fucking Owen wants to know what. Like, okay. By the way, I am fucking with Owen because it's funny, not because I'm upset. But
Me too.
So I was right, but no, I had no idea that's where you're going with that.
Hey,
so you still get a point for Guns N' Roses, but yeah.
My hunch with Black Sabbath, and I wasn't sure, but yeah, Ronnie James Dio.
Exactly.
He died in wow, it's been 10 years.
Recently, yeah, soon.
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah, it was
By the way,
definitely the last few years.
English, speaking of fucking language bullshit, soon means coming in the immediate future in English.
Yeah.
Why can't there be soon for recently? Please, can't there be soon for recently?
He died soon.
Yes, we need it.
He died just a second ago. But
let's just give it a word like right soon. Now. Let's just give it one. Soon backwards.
Recently,
noose.
Roon. R-O-O-N. Soon is in the future. Roon is in the recent past. Roon.
Done.
He died Roon.
That is official.
He died Roon.
He died Roon.
He's going to have died Roon. Now we find the syntax problem. Saniss gets it. I don't know. Whatever.
New community rule. We can say that, and no one is allowed to tell you you're wrong.
Yeah, we will just continue.
Forum.
We will use
because
the word Roon.
Out, we are all just making this up as we go.
And speaking of music, round 4 is our music round, brought to you by the game Quizoo. I will take out a card.
Blurred.
Yeah, well...
Wait, what is Quizoo? Is that a game in your weird, strange island country?
Quizoo is a game that I know next to nothing about, apart from it was given to me at Christmas, and I have a lot of fun with it. And I'm going to share that with you. So...
Cool.
It's too close to Kazoo, so...
Yeah, so I will take out...
What happened is you bought a game, and now you're going to just give us some cards, right?
Pretty much, yeah. I will take out a card, and I will play the song written on this card. But what will I be playing it on, you ask? Why? A little plastic kazoo, of course.
So I was right.
So you get...
Engage, motherfucker.
So you will get 1 point for correctly guessing the song, and an additional point for the artist.
I'm grateful Saniss, I am not your baby.
Saniss, you are still not in the lead, so you can go first. Yeah, your first song. I've got to remember how to play kazoo. Okay.
Yeah, just make sounds. Just make it sound.
Devinez la chanson.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, let it go.
Let it go
That's the
by.
only part I know.
Who's
This
the
is
artist?
all of the stupid bullshit forum threads at once.
Frozen, yeah, but I don't know who made that.
Let it go, let it go.
You know,
turn away and slam the door.
I will give you Frozen. The card says Idina Menzel, but I will give you Frozen for 2
Idina
points.
Menzel.
So, Saniss, you are on 7 points. Teague, your card.
Ba-da-da-da. Poker face, Lady Gaga.
2 points to you, Teague.
Oh,
Susie said it.
dude, I want to tell you. This is not easy. I happen to be equipped for bullshit like that. That's all.
I figured.
Saniss?
By the way,
Yeah.
real quick, I would like to just say hi, Susie.
Teague says hi.
Hey, Susie.
He says
Hello.
hi. See, she likes you because you're a redhead. You're a redhead.
Yeah.
Which you can connect to my earlier point about Ron Weasley. Because
See?
I'm the second choice after Ron Weasley. That's what happened.
You're a damn
Welcome
fine
to
second
Earth.
choice, sir.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, Owen.
Saniss, your next song.
Yeah. Let's appreciate when you look at it. Always look on the bright side of life.
I did not have it.
Always look on the bright side of
idea.
life by
by Monty Python.
by Monty
namely,
Python.
Eric Idle.
Yes, Eric Idle. Good lad.
Okay, England and France, we get it. You guys like each other sometimes. Fine.
Okay, Teague, your next song.
Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen.
Yeah, baby, 2 points.
Booyah! Haha! By the way, my brain does 3 things correctly, and this is the number 2, but we're here, so we're just going to stick with 2 things correctly. Star Wars and grammatical moments that amount to Carly Rae Jepsen songs, I guess. I don't know.
Saniss?
Yeah. Did you just rickroll me, you piece of shit? Fuck you! Fuck you! Never gonna give you up by sleep.
Hey, it's not me. It's on the card. It's on the card.
Yeah, how convenient.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Turn around and hurt you.
But fuck
Another
you.
famous ginger. Teague,
Ginger.
your next song.
R. Ginger. R.
Ginger.
Ja.
Ja.
R.
Ja.
Ginger. Come on. Ginger.
Ginger. Okay. I mean, I can try
Ja.
this whole thing with a new accent if you want to try it that way. That's fine. Okay, so Saniss. Oh no, Teague. Who are we on? It's Teague. Okay, Teague. Your next
Just keep
song.
By the way, I know you're doing a bit. I'm like, nah, this is way better. Just do this. By Britney Spears.
You got
Oh,
it.
baby, how was I supposed to? It's not around here.
I'm just enjoying this now.
This is your country, Teague.
My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess.
Well, Teague's having a good time at least.
Still believe. So the song and the
Right.
artist, Teague.
Sorry, French Jesus says what?
So I think it's fair to say you know that song. It's "Baby One More Time" by Britney Spears.
Oh yeah, no,
So-
no.
All right.
So Saniss,
Wait. Look at this shit. By the way, the cat is hanging out for this whole Skype bit. We're doing a joke right
Yeah.
now. The cat's like, yeah, I'm in the joke. We're doing a joke. I'm in the background of the joke. I don't know if it's in, like
he's always
the live
here.
stream. Sorry,
And he's a redhead too.
I'm aware there's a Skype thing and a live stream thing, so maybe the cat's not in the live stream thing. But if you're in the live stream thing and the cat's not in it, FYI, cat's hanging out.
And we have two, but one is currently quite sick, so I don't think he's coming.
oh,
This one's an idiot, so.
I like your wallpaper though. The little like spots or whatever the fuck that is. That's cool.
Well,
so Saniss,
this.
Yeah, yes.
Those are curtains,
what?
Oh,
actually. Yeah.
this is the whole
Oh
window.
yeah, I see it.
Are we going to do
Now I get it.
something like this every time? But it's not your salt traps hanging out in the background. It's my curtains. Jesus.
Right, so Saniss, your final song.
Oh. Fucking Titanic. Jesus Christ. Obviously.
Hold on. This is the part of the quiz show where we let Owen sing a song into a kazoo.
That's why I did it. You know what? I actually never remember the name of the song correctly, but it's
Oh.
my heart will go on. Celine
By-
Dion, of course. Celine Dion.
Yeah, baby.
All of a
2
sudden,
points.
Mr. France is like, Quebec is
She's
fine.
not
It's fine.
French,
I like
okay?
Quebec. Quebec is great. Quebec is great.
No. Quebec is not France. No. Not for her. Not for her anyway. Okay.
Okay, and Teague, your final song.
Hit me. Balloons by Nina.
Yeah, baby. 2
I'm
points.
blue.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So that
song
takes
for
us
me-
at the
song
end
to
of
me is
this
always
round.
JD dancing around with the patient in scrubs. That's
Yeah.
where, as far as I'm concerned, it's where it came from.
There's 3 things from Scrubs that have lived on forever. That is one of them. A second one is when coronavirus moment. Like there's a scene in Scrubs where like someone touches someone's hand and it turns green and it just everyone starts turning green.
And then
There's
she
that.
dies.
And the third one is when Dr. Cox loses a patient because of rabies. God damn it! God damn it! God damn it! Like that.
Yeah,
moment where it's-
and he proceeds to become an alcoholic. Oh, yeah,
Like-
very.
It's
Love
so
that.
sad. It's
Yeah.
what a good show. By the way, speaking of, hi, back to Tour Guide T. Hi, I'm Tour Guide T. Welcome back. So,
Yeah.
In the valley. So the Hollywood sign is on a hill. Above the hill is the valley. That whole valley up there is the San Fernando Valley, where like Valley Girl jokes come from. So that's the valley. That's where Clueless, or like when Entourage goes to where it's like the desert where all the fucking poor people peons live. It's like, hi, we're in the valley. That's the valley, the San Fernando Valley, right? And I forgot how this bit started, so this is embarrassing. Here we are. We found ourselves at the moment. What were we talking about a second ago?
Scrubs.
Scrubs.
So there's a hospital that they filmed in to shoot
Yeah.
Scrubs at. And they didn't build a set for it. They used an extant hospital building that was no longer being used for it.
Yeah.
Like, this hospital kind of sucks. We're going to close it down. It's like, no, hold on. You want to film a television show. They filmed a TV show there. And it's the thing about this to know, if you were to drive around with me, and I think Owen might have actually seen this bit, but if you were to drive around with me, the thing to know about that Scrubs hospital is when you're thinking of like, Scrubs scene happens and they're walking into the front of the hospital, that front of the hospital face, that's actually facing away from the street. It's a weirdly shaped building. It's a triangle-shaped building because one street was going like this, one street was going like that, and they built a building where it would fit, whatever the fuck. But the front of the thingy, that diagonal line happens to be a river. So the front of the building is like a very skinny little parking lot with a river in front of it. So like when like they walk out into the front of the parking lot and it's like JD gets into his car or whatever, or Cox gets into his car, that's the like, and then if they drove their car forward, they fall into the river. And we're just like, as we drive down the street, we can't ever see that because we're on like the like normal straight side of that diagonal shit. Like we're just seeing the back of the hospital as we drive around. And that hospital building became an apartment complex about 5 years ago. And it is still shaped exactly like I have described. And you would still recognize it as being like, well, those are the features in that geometry.
Awesome.
But instead of being a white, old, ramshackle hospital, which was Sacred Heart, it is now I swear to God, like orange, purple, and maroon apartment complex bullshit gross thing. Like, yeah, it's not great. And that is on Riverside in Valley Village, California.
I think I'm not sure, but I think some of the exterior shots in Scrubs were not always around that hospital. There are extra shots, but in another place. I don't remember where.
A similar thing like that when Alex Ruger from Uncomposed and my buddy Alex who writes music, the guy who played guitar on my album, when he moved into town, he moved in a place on a street which is parallel to Hollywood Boulevard and Sunset and all those. Called Saticoy, Saticoy. And if you were to take Saticoy, in this case it would be east, you get to Alex's house. And we're going to go get some fucking chips and salsa and drink a margarita and talk about Hans Zimmer bullshit or whatever. But if you were to take Saticoy west, it ends in a cul-de-sac. It ends in a like round thingy with like some buildings around the end of it, and that's where it ends. And one of those buildings is The Office, Michael Scott. Steve
really?
The Office building.
Okay.
The Office building is right there. And when they filmed The Office, and when they were all filming, and like Jim's over there, and he makes a face like this is the American Office, like that stuff was filmed 3 blocks that way on Alex's street.
In the chat, Snail says, "I've missed random Teague stories."
Sorry. Yeah. Well, I decided I was going to hijack Owen's good thing by making it Teague's bad one, and this brings us to the present. Sorry.
No, everyone loves it. Anyway, it's time for the final round. And for the first time in the history of Quiz in Your Quarantine, it is not a choice.
Win? Oh, shit, he said it!
It is not a choice between Star Wars and Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
There are 3 options this time. So 2 will get played, 1 will not.
Okay.
And it's movie related. There are 3 top 10 lists. You have the 10 highest grossing films of all time. You have the top 10 of the IMDb top 250. And the top 10 highest grossing films of 2019.
Okay,
Saniss,
so the top of the last year. So there is 2019. One column, the third column is 2019.
Yes.
The second column is IMDb's favorite movies. Bullshit.
Yeah.
And the first is earning.
Yes.
Okay.
So Saniss, you are, again, not in the lead. So you get to pick which one of these would you like to tackle.
So the first one is about those.
So the first 10 is the 10 highest grossing films of all time. Not
it's just
adjusted
about
for
those movies, and it can be about the question can be about anything related to those movies, or
I want you to literally name these movies. Name all 10, or name as many of those 10 as you can.
So
you don't have
Owen
to get the order or anything.
From the garage with 3 different boxes containing 10 blank DVDs. Yeah. And the question is, this box is called Top 10 Earning, this box is called Top 10 IMDb Bullshit Favorites, and this one is called Top 10, I forget the third one. What
Top
are
10
the 10 movies in the
2019.
box?
Yes.
God damn. What are the three?
Yeah.
2019. So yeah, earning IMDb's bullshit favorites or randomly last year.
I'm not sure I know 10 movies from last year, so I'm not going
Me
to
too.
pick that. But
Okay.
obvious choice would be the first one. But IMDb, I actually looked a bit at that list a few years ago. I don't know. So I've got to name the 10 first ones.
Yeah. Your
Or I can
challenge
name-
is create a list of 10 titles. You will now have to create a list of 10 titles. Which list would you like?
Yeah, but it's never going to reflect any kind of
Right.
reality.
It's-
So,
And by the way,
So if
at
you're
least-
doing
at
IMDb,
least this isn't the insanity of fucking Owen.
I'm-
Now it's just the insanity of the real world.
I'm pretty sure IMDb doesn't put David Lynch in his top 10.
No.
So,
So what do you think the users of IMDb would consider the top 10 movies, essentially? If you are going with
Yeah.
IMDb.
The Shawshank Redemption, 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 The Shawshank Redemption.
and the Batman trilogy by Nolan.
And you get a point
Yeah,
for
you
each
know what?
correct
I'm going to go
answer.
with the first one, because why not?
You're going with
So-
highest grossing of all time?
Yeah, in no particular order, right?
No particular
Les
order, no.
films qui ont fait le plus de sous de toute l'histoire de l'humanité. Je te dirai après. Okay, so Titanic,
Titanic is on there for 1 point.
Endgame.
Endgame is on there for another point.
So yeah, we talked about Spielberg earlier on, but I'm not sure which film did that. Well, Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park is not in there.
Not in the top 10.
It's
Wow.
not in the top 10. Bear in mind, this is not adjusted for inflation, so make of that what you will.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait. When you say not adjusted for inflation, you mean actual money earned as of $2020 Gone with the Wind versus Jurassic Park. It's $2020.
It's in terms of just literal the numbered amount that is on there. Yeah.
Got it. We're not in other words, we're not correcting for jack shit.
No
Yeah,
correction
so
whatsoever.
not a lot of movies before a certain time, because I'm guessing. But okay, so highest grossing, I think it's the
Come on,
Force
just
Awakens.
name the big ones. Name the big ones. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, so
Force Awakens.
yeah, but Force Awakens.
Force Awakens is in there for 1 point.
Yeah. What else? In recent movies. Shit. Yeah, Avatar.
Avatar is in there.
5. Halfway down.
Maybe
name five
Lord
giant
of the
movies.
Rings, Return of the King.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings is not in there, I'm afraid.
Oh wow! I would have been with you on that one. I would have been wrong too.
I thought maybe it's 20 years ago.
All time, non-adjusted. Current
Yeah,
money.
so-
Current money.
Current money. Okay. Harry Potter. But which one?
Oh yeah.
Like maybe Deathly Hallows Part 1 or 2.
Deathly
I don't
Hallows
know.
Part 1 is not on there.
I would have guessed that too.
Okay, what else? What else can I think of?
So you have three more
certainly
guesses.
another Marvel. Or maybe several ones. I said Endgame. I don't know how. No, not Guardians. I don't think so.
So you've already said Endgame for Marvel movies.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure there are several Marvel movies in there. Or Frozen?
Frozen is not on there.
Non, les films d'animation, ça fait pas assez de sous.
You have two more
Shit.
choices.
Two more. Attends, laisse-moi réfléchir. I need to think in terms of years.
I will say you have been close with two of your answers. I will say no more than that.
That is so not helpful.
You have been close.
So that means maybe one Harry Potter is in there, maybe one Lord of the Rings, but I'm pretty sure Lord of the Rings was, I guess, grossing with the third one. So, and another Star Wars again? No, I don't think so. Non, pas Fantastic Beasts, non. Je pense pas. Non, je pense pas. The Hobbit. If the Hobbit is in there, I'm gonna be very pissed off.
Are you gonna use that as an answer?
No,
You're not gonna. Okay,
no,
okay.
No, I don't think so. Sorry, I can't think of anything else.
Big movies from history.
Yeah, big movies, but like, if I go back in time, maybe Jaws or Empire. But okay, let's go. But it's I don't know without inflation how it's gonna fare. I don't know how it's gonna work. So you know what? I'm gonna say Jaws.
You're going for Jaws. Jaws is not in there. You have one more.
Okay, well, you know what? So I said Titanic, and I said Cameron movies.
Have you said Avatar?
Oh, hey, sorry.
Avatar.
I said
you said Avatar.
Yeah. Mais je pense pas. Well, okay, I'm gonna go with Susie's. The Lion King.
The Lion King.
Lion King's a good guess.
Which version?
Good guess. I would have got new CG one. I would have gone the Beauty and the Beast new CG one, but yeah, like some new Disney movie.
New CG Lion King is in for 1 point.
Mais le nouveau. C'est pas ajusté pour l'inflation.
So, Saniss,
yeah, it's very difficult.
The top 10 highest grossing films of all time in descending order. Number 10, Frozen 2. Not the original Frozen 2. Number 9, Furious 7. Number 8, The Avengers. Number 7, The Lion King, 2019. Number 6, Jurassic World. Number 5, Infinity War, Avengers. Number 4, Force Awakens. 3, Titanic. 2, Avatar. 1, Endgame. So you were close.
Everybody who hears
I was
me
on the
talk,
right path.
Does it make everybody feel kind of gross that some bad ones got in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a horrendous list.
If we boil down every problem with current Hollywood films and current, how movies work and how they fare and where money goes, it's
there it is.
Yeah.
There's the list.
Well, that brings that down to Saniss. You're on 18 points, so you haven't quite caught up to Teague yet for 20 points. So we could end the quiz right here. But Teague, do you want to just go for it anyway?
I don't not want to, but I'm terrified because this is how this game has been. This game has never not been totally terrifying.
I mean, either way, you have won. You've won right now. What I could do, just for funsies, I did have prepared that bullshit, really hard Star Wars trivia book, just in case it came to sudden death. Do you want to? Or Teague, you can just name 10 movies and get 10 points.
My remaining lists are 2019 or IMDb favorites.
IMDb favorites
IMDb.
or 2019.
So I have three choices. I can opt to list a list of 10 best guesses for IMDb's bullshit top 10.
Yep.
2019's bullshit top 10. Or some impossibly difficult Star Wars question from Owen's pain book. Okay.
For the record, the Star Wars one, that would be you versus Saniss again, as a chance to get Saniss to get back in the lead.
I will take whatever. I want to give whatever gives him the best chance.
I'm interested.
But incidentally,
so you can either win right now, or you can
lose,
or you can gamble.
Okay. Star Wars.
We're gonna do Star Wars. Let's do Star Wars. So I will turn on the book. The book makes noises. It's great. It says question 463.
The best kind. Any book that makes noises, I like more.
So question 463 is an Attack of the Clones question.
Oh.
Thank God. It's at least a film I have seen, although I have been living in a fake set of prequels for the last couple of weeks, so thanks, Abby and Nate. But, all right, sure, Attack of the Clones, right. Rick McCallum, got it.
The question is, what was Zam Wessel? A Clawdite.
Bounty Hunter.
B, a Luddite. C, a Lightbright. Or D, a Changeling.
Oh, fuck, she's a changeling. She is a changeling. Sorry. Hold on. Too easy. I would like a second question.
Yeah.
You want to go for a second question?
Yes, please.
Well, the book tells me it has to be this question, so I'll put D in anyway, just so it... Wait. Oh, wait, it was C. Wait, what? 463? What?
She's a changeling.
Yeah.
We have all seen the film.
She is, but the book said it was A. What?
She's
A being?
We are not counting that first question. Anyway,
wait,
number 39.
What is A, though?
What is A?
Clawdite.
Clawdite. That's her race, yeah.
Yeah,
She's a changeling, but her race is Clawdite, yeah.
Yeah, that's a bullshit question. There's two right answers.
I told you. Yeah. I told you what this book was like, damn it. So consider that a taster of what this book is.
That was a false alarm. That was a false alarm sudden death question. Now we have the real one. Awesome.
Right. Question
says most
number
precise
39.
One. What kind of book is that?
Whatever this question is, it's the last one. As far as I'm concerned.
Question 39.
I'm not going to do that again.
Is a Phantom Menace question. What did Qui-Gon Jinn disguise... I say it's a Phantom Menace question. What did Qui-Gon Jinn disguise himself as to protect Baroness Omnino 5 years before the Battle of Naboo? A.
Okay, read it again. Just read the question again, real quick.
What did Qui-Gon Jinn disguise himself as to protect Baroness Omnino 5 years before the Battle of Naboo?
Okay. Fuck. So Saniss is gonna... You have a chance still. You're not gonna... You're not out yet.
Yeah, but I don't know that one.
So basically, it's EU bullshit. The answer is either A Tusken Raider.
I signed for this. I asked for this. This is the whole I asked for.
A Tusken Raider. B, a Senate guard. C, a bounty hunter. Or D, a smuggler.
B, Senate guard.
You're going for B, a Senate guard.
I'll go with B too.
It seems the least assumptive of Qui-Gon. He's a Jedi, he's calm, he's ascetic, he's minimalist, and he's going to go for the easiest, lowest ranking job that he can use to steal someone else's shit from or whatever. He's going to go low. I guess Senate helper.
Let's see what the book says. Correct! So, yeah.
So, Regan, who did not earn this, has won, and Martin, who did, has lost. What up, man?
I mean, you can go for a few more random Star Wars questions if you want.
I'm curious. I'm curious about all the trivia, yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Saniss, you have question 2431, which is probably Return of the Jedi. Yeah, it's right at the end of the book. 2431. How did the Emperor say that Luke Skywalker, who had grown strong, could be turned to the dark side of the Force? A. the Emperor could turn him to the dark side. B, Darth Vader could turn him to the dark side. C, he would be easily turned to the dark side. Or D, only the Emperor and Darth Vader together could turn him to the dark side.
Say that again. A, B, C, D?
The Emperor could turn him to the dark side. Darth Vader could turn him to the
Emperor
dark side.
Vader, he's a bitch, or both of us.
Yeah. So just to say the question again, how did the Emperor say that Luke Skywalker, who had grown strong, could be turned to the dark side of the Force?
Yeah. The Emperor said that, so he's not going to say the Emperor, and this is a weird one. What was C?
C was he would be easily turned to the dark side.
I think it's that one. Though.
You going for C? Let's see what the book says. Incorrect. The answer was D. Only the Emperor and Darth Vader together could turn him to the dark side.
My guess would have been C too. I would have guessed C. I would have guessed C very confidently.
I would have also guessed C.
I understand the question right. Because isn't the Emperor saying that?
Yeah, how did the Emperor say that? Luke Skywalker...
I think the scene that came to mind when he started reading the question was, your sister. Yes, your sister. Like, you fucking bitch, you're gonna... we can do anything. We can do anything to get you on the dark side. Like, it's really easy. Luke, you suck. Yeah.
I think it's the scene with Vader and the Emperor together, speaking about how they're going to turn Luke, and they're saying,
be a powerful assets.
Right.
See, that's Empire. So,
yeah.
When did they say that in Jedi?
And that's the offspring of Skywalker must not be allowed to become a Jedi.
Yeah.
Right.
But only the Emperor.
What a weird church we have.
What did I tell you about this book?
This is... Yeah, okay.
Excuse me. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that I have thoroughly won this game of Quiz in Your Quarantine.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes, you have. Unless...
Well, I suppose that means that I should get back in the tub.
That could be the case, unless you want to continue this.
Have I not earned my swimming trunks bathtub times?
Absolutely.
Go on, you can go and have your bath. Our 2-time champion of Quiz in Your Quarantine, Mr. Teague Christie.
Regan didn't earn this. What is this? This is. This was a lot of fun, man. Owen, this was a really good quiz. Good job.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, very good. Very, very, very difficult.
Difficult.
Thank you
in the chat, Shadow Duelist says he wants to challenge Teague to a bullshit Star Wars trivia quiz.
Shadow wins.
Who doesn't?
Right now. I don't know. I know the movies. That's it. And then, I've read 5 EU books and Abby and Nate's bullshit, and that's it. I don't know much. I just know the movies. So,
Regan also says you have done him proud.
You know what? Next time, what I want to do to Teague is be the host and just take. That book of Star Wars VFX by John Nog. I don't remember the name.
Yeah.
It's in French. It's Star Wars 365 days, but I don't remember the original name. But every one of you must have had it at some point. Yeah. And I just want to take random pages of that book and ask you questions about it, because this used to be my Bible. This is a very good book.
Yeah, if you had asked any other question, Owen, I would have not gotten the answer right. My thing is, if you think of playing darts and you're throwing darts at a dartboard, and the dartboard is questions that might happen about Star Wars. And it's so do you have the easy dartboard, the medium dartboard, or the really hard dartboard? It's I have a dartboard comprised of nothing but easy dartboard with some sections of totally asinine hard Star Wars dartboard. and like you just threw a dart. It's like you asked a hard question that I happen to know the answer to, but it's like if you'd asked any other hard question, I wouldn't have known the answer to that question.
Our
Because
culture is just knowing enough to get to have more luck with your questions. You know, it's
and again,
it's like
I
you,
haven't
you,
seen
you
and will not
influence your
watch
luck by
Casablanca.
knowing stuff.
Anyway, go and take your bath, Evander Teague.
At least
feel
I
bad,
got
I feel
the
bad.
Princess Bride
Don't
quote.
fit-
I feel dirty, in fact, so I should take a bath. But
Go and wash away your
The
sins,
dirty
sir.
ape.
You damn
I've
dirty
paid my
ape.
dues. Oh yeah,
Hang
time
on.
after time. Oh shit! What are you gonna Sebastian and Susie? What will
Got
you
infection.
sing to celebrate your losing? I don't know. I suggest the French national anthem. Oh shit! He said. Oh shit! He said. Oh shit! He said it. Oh no! It's a country battle and America won again. What are the odds? Oh shit! He said it. Oh shit! He said it.
I think our anthem was actually composed for a battle we won. It was against the Prussians, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Meanwhile, our national anthem was composed about a battle we merely survived. Lol. Like that was it. Like after that whole night of like the Star Spangled Banner is a song about how like we watched as this like so basically the song Star Spangled Banner is a guy watching as a battle happens across the way, and over the course of the night they keep bombing the place, but the flag the poet singles on, like the flag is still there the whole time, and it's like that whole fucking night they were bombing the shit out of that thing, but the next morning, guess what was still there? The flag. So the American national anthem is basically like, haven't lost yet, booyah, and we're like,
And
yeah.
And well, the
meanwhile-
French national anthem
meanwhile,
was in a song by the
Yeah.
Beatles called All You Need Is Love, who are from Liverpool, so there's
I
mine and
would
Saniss's
gladly
connection.
take that as my anthem. I would gladly take that over the old one, the Marseillaise. But isn't England's anthem basically royalty, man? Or something like that?
God save the Queen! Da, 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 the fascist regime! Oh no, that's the other one.
America and France are both looking at England like, you guys love your daddy, don't you?
Yeah.
We really don't.
I know, that's what's funny, and you're
Yeah.
like, it's fine, it's gonna be fine, and I'm like, sure, one of these days the Queen is gonna like the Avengers ship flies out of the fucking Buckingham Palace, like the Queen, whatever.
I look forward to that day.
She's gonna strike back. The Queen strikes back, motherfucker. Monarchy wins.
Hang on, bear with me
So
1 second.
anyway, we've got
So,
a bit
That was the
over 3
Teague.
weeks
That was
left.
the Queen on the phone. Teague. She says, "Go
Ah.
take your bath." Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you.
Thank you, QE2. My bad. I am a dirty total winner.
Go
I
get
can't help it.
clean, you
It's-
dirty little
Oh,
boy.
it's all this dirt on my shoulders. It's crazy. Oh God. Oh Jesus.
Oh my god.
Good game.
Anyway,
Yeah,
this has
absolutely.
been Quiz in Your Quarantine. Thank you very much for watching along. Thank you, Teague. Thank you, Saniss.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hooray! Thanks, Owen.